Hey, everybody. Welcome in for our Tuesday night chat. It is so exciting that I'm going to start doing this on Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just want to say thank you for joining me. Before we get started, I see that Let's Trade Paint was here. Number one was first in to say hello. And Randy is here. And Norwegian Homestead is here. Good evening. And Molly is in the house. So thank you for joining me. And I have a couple of guests down below that are going to come in and chat with us. And first up, I guess I'm going to bring up my mother.
Your mother?
My mother?
Your mama?
My mama from the
Hello?
Ann Lynn Show.
Hello, everybody.
Yep. And how you are getting ready to celebrate a big milestone over at the official Ann Lynn Show pretty soon.
We are. We are celebrating on January the 9th will be our 5th year.
Whoop whoop!
Big number 5. And so to really celebrate it, we are planning to have a big appreciation viewer day, and we will be giving away one of a kind. Well, yours will be one of a kind. Set, one of a kind. Items that I don't want to describe too much.
No, nope. It's a surprise.
But you can only get those over when we have our viewer appreciation day, and we're going to spin the big wheel, and you don't have to do anything but take our stuff. You can win
stuff, huh? Take your stuff, huh?
Yeah, we will send you send us your address, your mailing address, and we're going to be sending you free of charge a one-of-a-kind Ann Lynn product.
Oh my goodness. And that's coming up soon.
In time for the holidays.
Right? Huh? Stay tuned for the announcement when it is, or do you have an idea when it's going to be?
It's going to be in the next 2, no longer than 3 weeks.
All right.
Yeah. So that's going to happen. And then we will be live tomorrow morning, a special time starting at 8:30 Eastern. And over a course of several hours, you'll be seeing me, you'll be seeing Lynn, you'll be seeing Glenda, and I think we're going to see Scott for a little bit too. So we're going to, So it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. You're going to have several different hosts during the official Ann Lynn Show. So we hope you can join us there too.
All right. Well, speaking of...
And we will be co-streaming on Grace and Fire channel.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Are you ready? Down below in the basement? You ready?
Is the basement ready?
So my big brother is ready.
Woohoo!
For those who don't know who my big brother it's Scott! Woohoo!
I'm angry now. I don't get to win a limited edition Ann Lynn. I just can't, because I'm going to be in the middle of the Caribbean.
Well, in 2 to 3 weeks.
No, well, I thought you were going to do your giveaway in January 9th. I was going to say, well, I'm going to be floating, sipping.
No. We have to do this before Christmas.
That's going to be awesome. So you're going sailing in the Caribbean. Hello, that's exciting.
We are.
Wonderful.
There we go. That lights up the. Yeah, we're going to Puerto Rico. We are St. Martin, Dominican. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Wow. You know who else is going to Puerto Rico?
The cameraman.
Yes.
He actually leaves soon, does he not? Like within the month?
Yes. And it's about a month right now. About a month from now, he will be
Awesome.
winging his way down. And because that is his what do you call celestial home. And he's going to be going down with 2 of his sisters. And they will be celebrating one of their aunt's 80th birthday. And they live there in Puerto Rico. And he's got, oh my goodness, his family is gargantuan. A lot of sisters. They had a lot of children.
Yeah.
So, he's super duper excited. Super duper, isn't he, Lynn? I mean,
Lynn?
yeah. Hey, Lynn, I'm so used to saying
it. Okay. There you go.
I know, Aunt Lynn, she's over there.
She's super duper excited. She's excited too.
Well, I think that's awesome that he's going to get to see his family and get to go back to Puerto Rico.
Yes, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think that's awesome that he's going to get to
Well, that's it. It's been so many years since he's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's excited to go. So anyhow, I will be in and out this evening because I'm waiting on Chef Dave to get home from work and to barbecue some burgers.
Barbecue?
Yeah, we'll be barbecuing in the dark tonight. We got an early Christmas present for ourselves.
Got a grill.
Yeah, got a grill. So
awesome.
So
nothing better than grilled. Yeah.
I know, and the leftover hamburgers,
gotta get a light set up.
leftovers, just as good.
Well, and you didn't invite me.
Oh,
I didn't get an invite either. Hey, Johnny.
Well, hello, Johnny.
Woo-hoo. Johnny's in the house.
Look, I finally got a new hat, Johnny. Yo, yo, yo.
Here's Johnny.
Yo, yo, yo.
G'day, Paul.
With my new hat.
Nice.
Hey, Jesse.
Well,
hey.
you know,
I said just saying.
Johnny and Jesse are.
Got that off.
Ooh.
There. It's official.
So, yeah.
It will be worn everywhere.
Johnny and Jesse, they're not jelly because they have one.
No.
And Randy's soon to have one because here's Randy's.
But just look at the quality. Look at the quality of this. This is embroidered. Yes. I don't know if it's coming across in the camera, but it's embroidered.
Yes, and I like the crosses on it too.
I do too. Look at that.
Awesome.
They did a beautiful, beautiful job on it. I'm very and no, I did not do it. It was a company about 20 minutes from Johnny's house that actually did it. So the inside joke is
there it is. It's embroidered.
Johnny had his hat a week and a half before I had mine.
Oh.
Because, well, he was saved me shipping him back. I just told them, to pick it up at JB's, and it, Sandtech is the name of the company that did them. And I believe they're the same ones that did Johnny's, possibly. They're the same ones that did Pierogi. They do a marvelous job.
Well, that is wonderful.
It's really nice. The problem is, so here we go. You can laugh because I'm going to just say it. I got a big head, and that can be said in some different way.
I can verify that.
But it's hard to find hats to actually fit my head. I'm a little snarky.
He's always had a big head.
I'm a little snarky, and I got a big head. There you go. Just keeping that real.
That's what the doctor said. Where'd that big head come from? Whose side of the family?
I know. Just go with it.
I went, I don't know, but help.
But it's so comfortable. Like, it's hard. I don't wear a whole lot of baseball hats because they're always so stinking small. I'm going, I don't have a little head. I got a Big head.
So I'm
And I can
waiting.
prove
I'm
it.
waiting for Sir Grace. I ain't got one of them.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's doing something right now, so he's not in the chat, but that's okay. He hasn't
Okay.
seen it yet. I brought it up to my office, and he hasn't even looked at it.
Well, I tell you what, guys, Glenda, I'm gonna have to go for a little bit, and
All right.
just leave me backstage.
You got it.
And I'll see you guys later.
Toodles.
Okay, I'm gonna kick her out. Bye. Woo!
As
Goodbye,
quick as
Mom.
she was in, she's a gone.
She's a gone. She's a gone. Let's see here. So let's see. They haven't done ours, but May in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying they're really nice. I mean, they're comfortable. Now I can actually make this smaller. I haven't fixed it totally, but it is very comfortable. Yes, Johnny. This is my first live in a long time. I'm not going to say my first live ever. Not going to say that. I did for a while start doing lives consistently, and I guess I haven't really shared this on the channel, but I stopped doing them. One of my guests lost her battle with cancer, and I was grieving her. So it's taken me a while. And now that I've gotten up over the 1,000, it's like, okay, either I need to start doing lives or I'll never get any of my goals taken care of. So yeah. But so if you go back through the history, a wonderful gal that I am an Elizabeth Dole Fellow with, she was a caregiver for her husband. And she was, when I asked the other fellows if anybody would be interested in coming up and talking about being a caregiver and having a homestead or gardening, she was the first person to say yes. And I'm so glad I've got it on video. I've shared it back in with her friends and family, so they've been able to see it. So I'm glad I did it. And she was a bright, beautiful woman. So her husband, keep him in prayers. He is a wounded warrior. So anyhow, but yeah, so now I'm back and I'm excited. And I'm so glad each of you guys are here. I see that Virginia's here. Hello, Virginia. And Dale, I was listening earlier to your live earlier today. We're Tuesday. I didn't get a chance to say hi, but I was running it through Facebook. So hello.
She chose the two wrong things that she could have: her shirt and her mug.
Oh. Okay.
Just saying. Just saying. I honestly, she was right here. Always deep down, right close to my heart. Wow, she shattered that today. Just saying.
Oh, we love Anne, though.
See, she's not even sorry. She's laughing.
Look at that. Look at that.
Everybody thinks she's sweet. Mm-hmm. She's sweet, but she's got them horns.
You know what?
God bless her soul.
A lot of people say that I can be really sweet, but what I tell people kind of along the same lines, and you can steal this one, that you hold your halo up really nicely by the two horns that are holding that halo up.
Oh, Randy, I never once said I didn't love Miss Ann. I just said she's got horns that hold up that halo.
She does. You know what? That's my kind of woman, though.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
A little bit of sweetness and a little bit of sass.
Oh, Randy, can I show your new merch that you have for people that tend to cry a lot on lives?
Oh,
this one's good. Randy thought of this one all by him lonesome.
Now I want to see that.
Oh, he said yes. I can.
All right.
So, This is all Randy's doing. Well, I did the work, but it's all his thought process, folks.
Oh, that's a towel.
That's so people can dab their tears if Randy makes them cry. He's got crying towels to hand out now, folks.
Exactly. I think that's smart.
I actually can't believe how well it's sublimated. I thought I was going to have a hard time. Bang, I hit the temperature and the time just perfect. And yeah, it's sublimated beautifully. So
I need one of those towels when Mama comes on the channel and starts saying some things, because sometimes I want to spit my drink out, this in laughter. I need one of those to clear that out, I need to clean that all up.
And Bubba tends to make a few people, laugh right from the belly toes.
Oh my gosh, he does. I wish he could have gotten that song. There's a song called Grandma's Gravy, and I think that's still over on the Ann Lynn show, the video for it. The history. You want a good bust out laugh? I mean, and it's based on a true story about our grandmother. Go look up Grandma's Gravy. It is so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, there's Joe. Joe, fix it for you. Paul, PSV Odyssey.
Thank you for stopping in.
Canadian Family Life. Tiffany's in the house.
Woohoo! In the house.
We got 14 people for your first rebound live. That's pretty good. It's only going to go uphill from here.
I'm telling you, I'm feeling the love right now. This is just such a blessing, and I'm just so honored to have each of you guys in. So this is just such a nice thing. So thank you. So how is your shop going? Are we getting stuff out? We want to do a little advertising?
No, this is all about you.
Oh, I want to hear about it though. I want to support you now.
Well,
listen, I bought this because I'm supporting Scott.
Well, and we my next big step is to get the website going.
Oh,
I've been in negotiations for the last 4 or 5 days. And I tell you what, those guys know what they're worth.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, but yet, if I want to do what my whole thought process was, I need a website. I have to be able to, it's going to be a different setup from, Bonfire, but based relatively on the same premise.
Oh, yeah.
Each person will have like a little section, and if they want mugs, shirts, whatever, their prices will be right there. People will be able to pay for it through the website. All that good stuff. We have towels. We have, what else did I get in? I was supposed to get more stuff in today. We've got, everybody's seen everybody's seen the koozies.
Oh, I love that koozie.
Little shout out to Lazy Days Ahead.
I don't got it with the rambling.
Well,
they're nice though. I have to say,
I've started into these now. You're going to be able to, or I'm going to be able to supplement your picture on both sides of car deodorizers.
So I like it.
They will come one of 4 different scents. And I think it's easy to open up. Yep. So they'll be supplemented on both sides. Honestly, guys, I just got it in. So
that is so cool. So now is it essential oils, or are you doing fragrance oils with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A good
Yeah.
a good baker never gives his secrets away.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a set I think you should do, and I think it would be fun, but we'll talk later. Oh,
And we've got our
nice.
wine koozies. Sublimate anything on them, whatever you want. And for a 2-hour live, it's just the right amount of wine.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm very excited. I got my first order from Alaska, and it was shipped today. So our good friend Rob and Sarah Curmudgeon, he wants to see the quality of my work. And, not that he doesn't think that it's good. He just wants to see what I'm selling. So he has an idea. What he's going to do is, I don't think it's I'm not giving out any secrets.
Mm-hmm.
They started, or within the next month or so, they're going to have Airbnbs open, ready to go. So you can follow Rob and Sarah around for the day to see what it's like to live in Alaska. Or if you want to relax, you relax. But you have the opportunity to go out. Now there is regulations. He's not a guide, so he can't take you hunting.
Okay.
But you could go for a walk with him. You just can't dispatch anything.
Right.
And then what he wants to do is he wants to give them as a keepsake. Everybody that comes up that rents it for a week gets a mug with the curmudgeon. I thought I had his logos here. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I had his logos here, but I guess I must have. Look at me go. Put them away. Oh no. I knew I wasn't that smart. So he's got his logo here.
Oh, let me make you
little fella with a pew pew sitting out on his deck watching a bear walk by. What a great logo a friend of his designed for him. So,
I like that.
And then he's going to get into shirts and stuff like that. If people want to buy a shirt whenever they're at the Airbnb, he's going to have all that sort of stuff up there. And yeah, it's really exciting.
It's awesome. I love the idea.
The amount of support that I've rendered is very humbling and touching. I figured it was going to be something very, very small, and it's just exploded. I hadn't even fathomed about doing stickers. That wasn't even in my wheelhouse. But I was asked by several folks if I would start doing stickers, because they know that I'm not going to put out substandard stickers.
For sure.
So, needless to say, I've got a box by my feet that's about this thick of sticker material now. And I've got two pieces of equipment down at Jesse and Lisa's. Lisa found it on Marketplace down there, and I'm like, sold. So yeah, it's got to come up here, and it's just going to complement what I have already up here, because I do have a piece of equipment that I'm borrowing. So yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, that's about me in a nutshell.
I think that's awesome. I mean, and I've seen your mugs. I've got a Hank mug, and we have a Rambling mug. Well, I have it. Sir Grace has the cool mug that he likes for hot cocoa, and he flicks the water at because he thinks that's funny. It's just a little entertainment for him, And now I have cool cozies, which I need to.
Yeah, and that's.
Oh, go ahead.
And I said, well, no, that's why I sent it to Sir Grace, because I knew that he would somehow turn that into a game.
Yeah.
And he has.
And he did. And he did. That's his favorite hot cocoa mug. Honest to goodness, that's his favorite hot cocoa mug. So
yes, exactly, Xander. It went from doing coffee mugs to absolutely everything.
And I think that's awesome. And to be able to support, someone local or within the community, I think is so important. And that's why I wanted you to share a little bit about that, because it's important to me.
Well,
so if you need mugs or stickers or anything that he's talked about, Scott is your guy.
No stickers for a couple weeks. Still trying to figure out the whole mechanisms of the machine, and
it won't take long. You'll be up and going.
Oh,
it won't be long. So
and my first stickers are going to go to Randy, and he's going to put it on the test truck. And if they handle the winter weather on the test truck, I'm doing okay.
Okay.
And what I like is Randy's not going to tell us, there's Mama.
He's not going to tell you?
Randy ain't going to fill us full of what. If he thinks they're garbage, he's going to tell you they're garbage.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I want. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd be curious on that one myself. I'd like to know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Randy will let everybody know.
And that I was going to say, that's probably one of the harder things to do, is to settle on a name and a logo to get merch going. I think that's one of the harder things to get up. So for me, go ahead.
That's what my company's doing right now.
Mm.
So unfortunately, it's about triple what I wanted to spend. But it's part of the business. I'd be more than happy to stay doing what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be cheating myself because I wanted to do something else and give others a cheaper option.
Right.
Because like Jesse showed, and I don't have my and I don't want to throw them under the bus, but Bonfire, they don't get the 15-ounce mugs anymore. They only have 12s.
Yeah.
And their stickers are very small. I cover up your whole mug.
Right.
It doesn't really cost any more money than, maybe like 10 cents a mug more to give you a big logo.
Exactly. Well, and then also kind of back into Xander's comment, if I can finally settle on a name and a logo, I think the name part was the hardest. If you're trying to come up with something, I think that might be the hardest one than the logo. For me, it went with a phrase. For those who don't know, Grace and Fire, it comes from being a caregiver. I came up with this like a motto type thing years ago. She is a woman of grace, even in the heat of the fire. And that's how I felt about going into these doctor's appointments. So many of them, I had to be a woman of grace when these darts are being thrown at me. And because, ultimately, Sir Grace's care was most important. But I can be snarky.
The fire comes in. She's a little firecracker.
A little snarky, too.
May I take a moment?
Yeah.
It just real quick. Our Virginia Alexander. Hello, sweetheart. How are you tonight? And I did get your email. It came to our email address. I just wanted to let her know that I did get it. And we had a little issue with Nightbot on our channel the other day. Glenda?
Oh no.
Yeah, and I did write you back, Virginia. I don't know. I mean, I did write you back. I got yours and I wrote back and just apologized because we don't know. I have no clue what happened. And I just want to say on right now that we apologize for your, for Nightbot just acting up the other day. And
What
I
happened
don't.
with Nightbot?
Well,
Timed her out for
got
5
rid of
seconds.
some of her comments, and I have absolutely no
I've seen
idea.
that happen before. That I have seen happen before.
I think it timed you out. Probably timed you out too. So I have
Timed her
to.
out for
You know
5
what?
seconds, I believe, and deleted her
Yeah.
comment. We couldn't pull
And you
them
know
back
what?
because I was trying.
I am going to right now. I meant to do this earlier. Oops. Is like you can like separate from it. What is that? What it's called? Let me see here. You just part ways. You part with it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And because if you're logged in, but you can part with it too. So I'm gonna do that so that I don't have any more trouble. At least well, hopefully tomorrow it will go without any issues. But I just wanted to apologize. I did email. I got yours. Lynn has her own. She's Lynn at the official, and Lynn.
She has a separate email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am now leaving. It says it's leaving the channel, and I'm on my same computer that our show is going to be on tomorrow. So that will be a test.
That's why Jesse and I deleted Nightbot and won
Bautista. I've heard,
but it really sucks that he quit Bautissimo.
Yes.
I remember when that happened too. I think it was John 316 who came into your channel, and I watched it, and as a moderator, I couldn't do anything to bring it back. I remember us saying, "Stay here, don't move, don't move."
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that now.
Happened, and it was nothing that he said, nothing that he did, and it did the same thing to him, and it was like. It just was mortifying because you don't want to offend anybody because they didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
But it made us feel terrible.
For sure.
And then I'm not sure, there must be some lag in email. Email is not very reliable.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to be sure that we sent our apologies to you in front of everybody because sure never meant to. It wasn't anything that we intended to happen, and hope it never happens again with anyone who's on our.
Well, even look, whenever I had to send Glenda a few messages there, about 2 months ago?
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't even let me in, and wouldn't recognize my chats, or
Mm-hmm. That's what Virginia just said. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and so anyhow,
hang with them. If that happens again, Virginia, let them know. Don't take it personally. Because but let them know.
No. Especially not on our channel.
Yeah.
I mean, we know, well, some of you know, most of you that know us know that we did have some issues in the past, and it was terrible. And so we kind of went away for almost a year. And so, but you're kind of shy to come back on when some people are not real nice to you. You kind of shy away from YouTube at that point. So I do know how it feels to be on the other end of, but I didn't feel like we did anything wrong. And, we just had issues. I don't want to say a whole lot, but anyhow, it's a bad feeling thinking that you've hurt somebody.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I'm snarky laughing.
And being hurt by people too, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, Randy. I do that on purpose to Scott. Little
hey,
big brother.
I am gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say goodbye
Again?
Yeah, for the evening. I'm going to say goodbye because tomorrow morning at 8:30, I have to be back right here on YouTube with the Ann and Lynn show. And
Yes, you better get to bed. You're going to turn into
I
a
know.
pumpkin.
Oh, my goodness.
Done?
Huh?
Is dinner done?
Yeah, I think he's about got it done.
So the
Scott,
real story is dinner's done.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dinner's done. I'm going to
giving dinner up for us, folks. We understand.
Okay. Hey, Scott, can you check your email real quickly and see if you have an email about a streamline StreamYard? Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day for us. I'm going to start the show.
Yes.
Scott will join in. Scott, I might need you on call about 9:15.
I got it.
I'll be
9:15?
I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Because, like I say, I'm heading. I just won't go live. What I'll do is jump into yours. I didn't realize you were going that early. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just jump into yours, like not into your live, but I'll be in the chat.
Great.
And whenever, just give me like 5 minutes, and about 10 o'clock, I may have to jump off for about 5 minutes to cross the border, but then I should be back on.
Okay. Well, you'll be there with Glenda until Lynn gets there. And if I make it back in time, I will we'll try. All these doctor's appointments, man. Huh?
Yeah. It's all about
gotta go to these appointments.
And that's why people wonder why I always get Jesse to fill in for me too. And it's like, if you're going to have a live, people expect you to be there week after week after week. So they get used to consistency, where if you're here one week and not the next and whatever, they forget about you.
Right.
So that's why I can honestly say I've not missed a Procrastination Thursday in over 2.5 years.
That's fabulous.
I've missed, but Jesse's been there, or I've had somebody else fill in for me.
Yep. That's that's the wonderful camaraderie of these channels, and being able to do that for each other, and just getting to enjoy all your viewers with our viewers, and we all mix up and we're all viewers together, and YouTube friends.
That's right.
It's really great. It's really great. Yeah. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Last week, I will say we really tried to have it last week, but we just had so many other issues with family members that needed help. So it was just boom, boom.
Last week, it was
Glenda knows, don't you?
It was a perfect storm. What happened to your family last week?
Yeah,
so,
and more to come. And I'll discuss my problems tomorrow.
Oh wait, there's more.
The world turns as the stomach churns.
Do we have that long to talk about your issues?
You know what? You'll have to be back tomorrow. Join us on the official Ann Lynn show at 8:30 tomorrow morning, and I will tell you as discreetly as I can. Let's put it that way.
By the end of the year, this whole family is going to be a whole new.
We'll have all kinds of new parts,
right? And things fixed, and and the whole family.
And there's our wonderful, beautiful, my mom, 93, Glenda's grandma, 93.
She's the healthiest one out of the whole bunch.
A horse. Yeah, healthy as a horse, 93 years old.
She really is.
Oh, I'm getting the stink eye.
Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't invite us, so give him the stink eye right back.
Tell him my plate is by the front door. I need a nice steak. Do you need to go?
You can explain that. Kick me out.
Okay. Bye.
Toodles.
So my stepdad from Dave's Gaming Cave is making steaks, and he is giving her the finger. But go.
You're done.
You done? Dinner's ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were excited to get a new grill. So how nice to be able to grill again since the move. You know. So I'm happy for them, you know. So did you see this comment?
Again, why did you leave the outhouse open?
And never heard of that channel 2? Okay.
I'll remember that, Joe.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick ginger on you.
Now Ginger is cooking too, so you better be good because you know, a little extra something goes in there.
Exactly.
You know?
Ginger, throw a little X-Lax in his potatoes.
Oh my goodness. And then Goat Days, I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. Hey. So glad you're here. And see, and here we go. Yep, she agreed. Add a little something extra there.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Just saying.
I don't know that you would want anything extra, Aunt Lynn.
I was gonna say not. Yeah. No.
Yeah. No. And yes, let's give them something to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All this cooking tonight. I'm getting hungry here, even though I already ate. All this sounds so good.
Well, I've got meatballs waiting upstairs for me.
Excuse me, I got my plate out by the front door too.
Well,
mine, hello.
Get on your horse. I'm only 15 hours away.
I can totally. Okay, hang on a second. I'll be right up there tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'll be there for lunch.
Yeah, that'll be it.
And if you think you're coming across without Aunt Lynn, you're crazy. I
know. Well, I mean, I have a thought about that one. I'll tell you a second. She had dinner at Sam's Club. Mm-hmm. That's a cheap date. What I'm calling that.
Well, I was gonna say, are you gonna tell everybody what you made, Sir Grace?
I did. I made chicken Alfredo from Costco. It was already made up, and you just put it in the microwave. Listen, here's how. Like I told my mother. So Thanksgiving's next week, right? And we were talking about getting pies, and I said to my mom, I said, I've got the pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make it. And she said, oh, and I said, yeah. If I make it to Costco and back, I make the pie. So therefore, it counts. I'll just take it out of the little packaging that it comes in. It'll be the tin. Nobody will know any difference. And then they'll be like, this is the best pie ever. I'm like, yeah, I made it.
Well, I'm sorry, but I tend to like their apple and pumpkin pie at Costco.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And their chocolate cake, like if you get it for the birthday cake, so good. Let's see here. Do you ever cook pizza the other night, or did you ever cook pizza the other night? Probably what he meant. Was that for you? Because I didn't. Oh yes, I know. Yes, I know what he's talking about. So no, I didn't make that one. When I
was going to say, I haven't said I was going to make pizza for at least a month.
That was delivered, and it wasn't as good as homemade pizza. But I didn't make that one. I didn't make that one because it was delivered. But if I have to get in the car and go somewhere and come back, I made it. I made it home safely. I made it. So therefore, I made the food.
Yeah.
There we go. That's my thinking. And cheeseburgers for dinner. That sounds so good.
Nothing wrong with that, Jamie. But if you're going to have cheeseburgers, you got to go the extra step and throw bacon on it.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
Oh
And
my
I know what Jesse and Lisa had for lunch. I was driving around with them. Just
I
going to
missed
say,
it. What did they have for
I'm a
lunch?
little jelly here. Because what
Do
they
tell.
had, I can't even have. They don't have them in our area. Like,
What?
I don't think they have them this side of the Mississippi.
Did they go to Whataburger?
How did you figure that out?
Because I miss Whataburger.
I'm like,
I miss Whataburger. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. It's either In and Out or it's Whataburger.
oh man,
my
that
God.
was hilarious.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
I was like, I didn't recognize the bag. I'm like, where did you stop? And big smile, Whataburger.
Whataburger.
"Ah."
Oh, they're freshly made, and then the potatoes they're made fried fresh too, and they're so good. And I can't even get it here. And I used to eat them eat there all the time when I lived out in Arizona.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
my God, Virginia. Virginia made chicken and 200 dumplings.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Yeah.
I have a cousin that makes chicken and dumpling, and he does it him and his wife. They do it for Thanksgiving, and I would rather have that over turkey any day. Oh, there's something so good about homemade chicken and dumplings.
Oh, there, Jesse just answered.
Okay, here we go. Whataburger is Whataburger. Just Whataburger should be the unbelievable, bigger, better burger. Whataburger. Rub it in just a little bit. Just a little bit. So now my question for you, Jesse, is do you have the claim jumper where you're at? It's called It's called Claim Jumper. CLAIM jumper. Like you jump. So they have the Motherlode chocolate cake. I'm not even kidding. It's like this big. Okay.
My
it is
goodness.
chocolate cake with chocolate icing with more chocolate chunks in it. And it's got walnuts on it, which makes it healthy because it's a protein. A slice of cake is like this big. It could feed my entire family. Like,
I like how you said it could. It could if I allowed it, but I'm not going to allow it.
I have to be honest. So when we lived out in Arizona, my brother-in-law at the time, he said, I really want this cake. He'd seen it featured on Food Network. So I couldn't get the big one, the big Motherlode. I think it's like 7 layers. I couldn't get that one on the airplane. So I got a 3-layer cake. And I went home to visit my family, and I took this thing on the plane as my carry-on, this cake. When I got to Dallas, Fort Worth, the lady at the where you check in for your
wicket or whatever, yeah,
your at the gate. She said, "What's in that box?" And I said, "It's a claim jumper cake." She said, "I'll give you first class tickets for that cake."
Well, Jesse said the only claim jumper is at the Golden Nugget Casino in St. Charles, Louisiana.
Okay. Just go for the chocolate cake if you ever go.
And go up 4. Jesse has a little something for you.
Oh, okay. Hang on. There we go. I have an awesome chicken and dumplings recipe.
I think you may be just rubbing it in a little bit about chickens.
Just a little bit. My girls are safe though.
Well, you never know. If Jesse comes to visit, you might want to put a lock on that gate.
They're under surveillance and they have a lock. So they are protected. I'm not too concerned. They have a claim jumper here in Houston. The chocolate cake is so worth it.
Hey, Byron.
Yeah, that's the one thing I miss. We would go to Whataburger and then have a slice of cake. Never heard of it.
It looks really, 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 really good.
Yeah, look it up. It's really good. When we went to Vegas a few years ago, we found one in Vegas and we purposely just went just so that we could have the cake. Took a taxi and went. I'm like, ooh, chocolate cake. Let's see here. Fresh chickens make the best. No, not my girls. I think Coco would beg to differ. Let's see here. Let's see. There was a claim jumper in Arizona. I heard one of them closed. The one in Tucson, I heard closed. That's what I heard. Yeah.
See, we don't have any cool restaurants like that. We have a lot of mom pop, but like franchise ones. Yeah.
I think the mom and pops are probably my favorites, to be honest with you. There's one that Bryce and I love. There's actually a couple of them. One's a pizza place and one's just like they have burgers and fish and that kind of stuff.
The reason why we don't have Whataburger stuff like that is because they sell each individual restaurant a certain quality of food, and that meat can't come across the border easily. So that's why we don't get stuff like that. And they won't jeopardize their name. Although, the meat's probably it's probably
better.
The only difference is we don't allow as much antibiotics as what the US does in their meat. So it should be better.
But I agree. I can't speak to like Whataburger, but I know that when we lived in England, we went to McDonald's, and when we lived in Japan, we went to McDonald's, and we could taste the difference in it. And there was, So in Japan, the fries, every 30 seconds, they were tossed out and new fries were made. We always had fresh fries. So good. So good.
Crazy.
And then in England, when we lived over there, I was telling Aunt Lynn about this. We would go get a soft serve ice cream, just a plain one, nothing fancy. And they put a chocolate arrow in it, the candy. I don't know if you know what arrows are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a chocolate arrow in it. Oh, it was so good. Just the little things that we don't have in the States. But McDonald's is from the States, so it's interesting going into different places and trying something different.
I just watched a biography on that not 2 nights ago. I was laying in bed, and there was a guy went around, did Canada, the US, England, Japan, and Germany, I believe, were all his tests. And let's face it, fast food nation. Hello, North America. Well, we ranked near the bottom. Japan and all the ones across were head and tails. Yeah. That's actually a big French thing is fries with mayonnaise. My oldest she eats fries that way. But
yeah, it's really interesting to see the different things. I mean, I loved it. I loved going different places. It was when we were in Germany. Sir Grace and I had a thing. We just visited when we were living in England. We'd never had a honeymoon. We got married and left. So 10 years later, we went to Germany, and we decided we were going to eat nothing but local food. And I ended up getting sick because I was so hungry because we were out walking around, and I walked into a Subway restaurant. One of the best sandwiches from Subway was in Germany. It was so good. No, that one was so good. I will never forget that. Let's see here.
And-
You live in Bamberg when 3. Your dad was in the army. Oh, probably Hamburg is what he meant.
Yeah.
Hamburg. Yeah. Yeah. We went down to Garmisch-Partenkirchen down in the Bavarian Alps and just went around. What a beautiful area. Lots of good food, too. I really liked eating the food in Germany. So, yeah, it's fun. I mean, if you ever get a chance to go visit somewhere, try the food. Did you ever find a Chick-fil-A when you came? You did find a Chick-fil-A?
Watertown, there was probably like 6 different franchise places. There was Whataburger, there was Popeyes, there was or not Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, and then what's that white chick coffee place?
Starbucks. That's
there was
funny.
Yeah, and then now, is it true, and
Right.
Jesse, you can fact find me on this, but I was under the impression that, is it White Castle, their meat is partially got kangaroo in it? I don't know if that was a fable or if that's actually true, but apparently part of its mixture is kangaroo in the U.S.
Huh. We have White Castles around here. Be interested to find out on that one. I know that they're not very big burgers. They're tiny.
Randy,
So
your buddy's just going live there, in case you missed it.
You're gagging at Starbucks.
I just don't grace the front door. I don't like Rappa Tappa Frou-Frung Froly drinks.
You don't like pumpkin spice
I
latte?
want a coffee. I want a coffee with 2 sugar, 2 cream. Thank you very much. And honestly, the last time I was in a Starbucks that I ordered something was on I-90 on the way to Boston. And I get up in the morning and I purposely stopped at this rest area because it had a coffee shop.
Sure.
Oh my God. I went in and said, can I have a coffee 2 and 2? She looked at me like I had a million heads.
Oh.
So I said it slower. I said coffee 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, do you want a grande? Do you want? And I looked at her and said, I just want a friggin' large coffee with 2 sugar, 2 milk. And she's like, I just ruined her entire day. She could not put 2 and 2 together, folks.
Well, when I go to Starbucks, and yes, I go to Starbucks, I get a plain
but you
coffee.
do the pumpkin latte frappe or whatever.
When it comes out. Otherwise, no. So here's a fun fact about Sir Grace and I don't mind sharing this. Other than pumpkin spice lattes, those are my jam, and they only come out once a year. Otherwise, I go get a cup of coffee with some cream in it. I'll go through Starbucks and I just get a cup of coffee. Sir Grace? Nope. A strawberry, I think it's a strawberry frappuccino with extra strawberry in it. He gets the foo-foo drink. I'm just a cup of coffee.
A strawberry what?
Frappuccino. It's like a milkshake.
Is it
No
hot?
coffee. No, it's an iced blended drink. It's like a milkshake, like a strawberry milkshake, and he gets extra strawberry in it because it adds extra sweetener.
Ooh, I'll have to try that.
Yeah, that's what he
I
ordered.
could do that.
Yeah.
But I just, You know,
I'm gonna try
whenever
the
a
two
coffee
too.
place looks at you like you have a million heads because you order a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
that was enough for me.
Well, I think that might have been the location because ours, I just get a cup of coffee.
Oh, there you go. Xander said, from what I can find, there is no kangaroo meat in U.S. White Castle burgers. Okay.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Well,
That's
apparently it's an amazing meat.
yeah.
Don't know what to say.
Well, I don't know that I necessarily care for White Castle. Oh, there she goes. Aunt Lynn loves White Castle. I'm not a fan of White Castle. A little bit on the greasy side. A little bit on the greasy side. I like. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, whenever we were together there in upstate New York, I honestly thought that they'd have more restaurants than what they did. There's
Not
like
there.
next to nothing in that town.
It is a little itty bitty town full of mom and pop places.
There was like 7,000 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
We have 7,000 right around us, and we, according to Delish,
Fuddruckers.
Kangaroo.
That's the name of the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The
All right.
Fuddruckers launched in 2010. Okay. Yeah, that's a restaurant.
Jessica. But yeah, other than where we went for dinner that night, you know, I think I saw a Subway.
Yeah.
And
there
McDonald's.
And there was a Dunkin' Donuts there.
Yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Not even Tim Hortons, which was kind of odd to me, considering
that. Well, you're starting to get far enough. I thought the line was 90. Like your side of 90, that's where they started to peter out. I know you can get them in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Watertown, pretty much all along I-90.
The 90, yeah. And then into Ohio, you can, like the beginning of Ohio.
Yeah.
You can get it, but that's about as far down as it comes for Tim Hortons. Yeah. It's
they tried to take over Dunkin' Donuts, but like I've said several times, it's the sugar content wasn't there.
Right.
Because the Americans have a sweeter palate than Canadians.
Yeah. And
I'm not a fan of Dunkin'. What's that?
I'm not a fan of Dunkin'. We have a mom and pop place that is so good. We have a home, and they're homemade. Then, so Dave makes homemade donuts too. Dave, my stepdad. And oh, buddy, nothing like a good homemade donut.
Well, next time I call Dave to a duo.
I'm going to have that conversation with him. He's been challenged.
Because nobody can make Boston cream donut like me.
Ooh.
Just saying.
I think that's a showdown here. What do you guys think?
And you've got to eat it. You've got to eat it like as soon as they're out. Like the custard is still warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is no other way.
Yeah. And you've got to double dunk. You got to double dunk your chocolate. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give away all my secrets. He'll be trying to follow my stuff. Yeah, no. Crystal. I've never even heard of that place, Ginger.
What?
Is that like a local or is it a franchise? Because I did spend quite a bit of time in Georgia. That's where we used to pick up peanuts and go back up home. Although we were southern Georgia. We made our first drop at Bear, which would be about half an hour south of Atlanta. Maybe 45 minutes south of Atlanta. And then we went south from there to pick up peanuts. It's a franchise. Okay.
Yeah. She's making a pecan.
No, she's making a pecan.
A pecan pie.
There's no can here to go pee in. Sorry, I don't. Jesse and I are black and white, and we'll argue to the death. But I got him on this one. There ain't no pecans. Like, if I catch you peeing in my can in the spring, I'm going to rip you apart. Because that's that.
I don't think I've ever said pecan. I've always said pecan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, my grandmother used to, the older generation up here would say pecan.
Okay.
But my age and younger is all pecan.
Okay.
Crystal is a southern original quick serve restaurant chain located in the heart of Perry. Oh, okay. So it's just
kind of like a White Castle because they're square. Kind of like it, but they have chicken sandwiches and breakfast and.
Okay.
So, yeah. That still sounds good, though. I mean, now we have Culver's around here, and have you ever heard of Culver's?
The only big ones that we have from the U.S., obviously, you've got your Burger King and McDonald's and all that garbage. But Popeyes, we've just recently got Popeyes. Okay. Chick-fil-A apparently is into Toronto now, so it should be coming this way.
Okay.
We've also heard that Buc-ee's has been trying to get the exclusive rights in Canada, to get somebody to take over the rights in Canada. Because from what I understand, there's two brothers, and maybe Jesse could help me out on this one. I'm not 100% sure. But two brothers that own it, and they're not interested in going cross-border, so they're what's up, brother?
Yeah, Culver's restaurant. So they're out, I believe they're out of Wisconsin, and they do butter burgers. They are so good.
Okay.
And then they do cheese curds instead of fries. I don't like fries. So
cheese curds as in like cheese curd, breaded cheese curds?
Yeah.
Okay.
You dip them in ranch or marinara.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that Culver's, Jesse, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're based out of Wisconsin. I know they were all over Wisconsin when we went up there to visit Sir Grace's family and when my mother was living there. So, but I think, let's see here. You have a Culver's too. Kind of remind you of a Steak and Shake burgers. Ours has fries too. Yeah. The onion rings are really good at Culver's. And then they have custard. Like you go, instead of having ice cream, you can get a custard with different like candies put in it or whatever.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll have a custard for dinner. Buc-ee's Empire.
Yeah, so there you go. Buc-ee's Empire was built by two Texans. Is now worth a reported $500 million.
Wow.
So again, what they're doing is just selling off the rights to Canada. So it's just, it's cash. Jesse, want to lend me some money?
Well, we need a Buc-ee's closer to me. My nearest one, I mean, what is it, like 2 hours away or so? It's not. I thought it was an hour and a half, but it's actually about 2 hours-ish.
That's a day trip for Jesse and Lisa.
I know. I know. I have a family that lives close to it, and they said the best time to go to that Buc-ee's is at midnight because it's not busy. And they're young, and they'll do double dating, and they go to Buc-ee's at midnight for double date night.
Not a chance.
I just think it's so funny. Well, I mean, you're young. Why not go to, great date place, double dating in midnight?
I can think of a lot more things to be doing at midnight than going to a Buc-ee's.
I think it's funny.
I gotta agree with Johnny on this one.
What did he say? I missed it.
Johnny doesn't get all rivaled up about the whole Buc-ee's thing.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, he took Miss Christine, but I don't. I think he'd rather be in the bush than at a Buc-ee's.
Oh, well, I can't blame him for that one. I mean,
Nope.
Priorities. Although I thought you were going to say he'd rather be counting his cows. 1, 2 cows.
That's just a given.
Yeah.
How many cows does he have?
I don't know how many he's got now.
Johnny, she's not watching.
I haven't watched it in a while. Okay, yeah, I haven't watched it in a while. But he's got me counting cows, so he rubbed off on me in all the right ways. Sir Grace is, kind of proud of my counting skills. So I'm driving down the road.
He was 15 cows, but they had a calf.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. I know somebody's got 23 cows and this crazy driver.
Some crazy old man up there has got 23 cows. How do you know? I counted them.
I counted them going 55 miles an hour down the road. I mean, I went as fast as I could, too.
Okay, so Sir Grace can't see and Glenda's not watching the road, folks.
I'm counting cows.
We're ready to go.
Keeping that one real.
All right, disclaimer. If you're a police officer, please leave.
Well, as long as I don't stick Sir Grace's guide stick out the window and try to tap the cows as I'm going down,
That might be safer.
What?
Just saying.
Just let it as I'm going down. Oh my goodness.
It's better than you using it driving.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here.
Yeah, we've got over 400 days to the trip. Absolutely. We're going to have a blast.
Oh, I am so excited.
I've only got 52 days to my cruise.
Wow. That is coming up so fast.
Yep.
So fast. Oh, I'm looking at other ones. I'm kind of excited to go on this Alaska. Well, I am excited, but I'm starting to kind of think about other ones. Well, yeah, I'd like to go on one to Hawaii.
Well, there could be a Greece in 2026.
Yeah, there could go Greece. Well, I've always wanted to go back to Hawaii. I left when
the only thing, the Hawaiian trips are very, very, very expensive, and there's a lot of sea days. Yeah. So if you want to get out and actually see, the way I look at it is, Debbie and I are paying what is it, $1,200 for the cruise in January. And the way I look at it is I get to see 4 countries.
Oh, yeah.
US and 3 others.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for $1,200, get to see 3 different cultures.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
Friday.
Okay.
Is when you want to book it.
Friday.
Black Friday.
Oh.
That's where Debbie and I came up with these amazing prices. I was looking at the older ships to try to save money, being the frugal one I am. And Debbie's like, well, what about the brand new ones? And I'm like, good luck with that, lady.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I've got it here for $600 each. So I got a hold of my my guy,
Okay.
and he's like, can I give you a suggestion? I said, sure. He's like, don't book the 600, book the $630 rooms. Much better. So we bumped up $60 total, but we got two specialty dinings.
Oh, wow.
We got $100 onboard credit. It's just phenomenal what we got. He still cannot believe that we got what we got.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I am super, super, super stoked.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, kind of back onto that trip for the Alaskan cruise, if anybody has not already checked that out, if you're a veteran, active duty, or a family member, or as a spouse of either or, you get an additional 10% off. And I didn't know this, but NCL sent out emails to all the veterans on Veterans Day. That program has only been around for a year. Their military appreciation has only been around for a year.
And if you're booked on United, you save 5% off your flight.
Yeah.
So actually, United even goes wider. It includes parents.
Okay. Yeah.
So if we're booked on United, we can go, here's Kyle's number, and boom, we save an extra 5% off our. And I'm like, you know what? That says a lot. Like,
yes.
The parents, are usually just kind of foo-fooed. And it just, it speaks volumes.
Well, I mean, you raised heroes.
Yeah.
Keeping that one real. Parents raised heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you serve as a result of that because you set your loved one off. So yeah, absolutely. I couldn't remember though if they did Gold Star families though. I don't know that they do, but I have to look into that. A lot of places do the Gold Star families as well.
What's that?
So a Gold Star family in the United States means that the family lost their service member on active duty in a war zone.
Okay.
Those are our Gold Star families.
Okay.
And they're the ones that are often forgotten about.
Yeah.
So there are resources, there are programs for them as well, as it should be, should be. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's hard. So yeah. But anyhow, well, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for tonight. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody for stopping in on my first kickoff for going live on Tuesday night. I'm going to continue doing this at 5:00. And Scott and Mom, thank you so much for being my first two guests. I'm so appreciative.
Anytime you need us, let us know.
I will.
Danny Tim, howdy.
Yes, welcome. And I'm going to be over on Kettle Kitchen at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for game night. Tonight.
Okay.
Yep.
We have Creekside Maples goes live at 7:00 also.
Yes, please go check them out.
And I'm trying to think who else goes live tonight. Yeah, I'm not sure. But 8:30 tomorrow morning, get up, have your coffee, and there's always a good laugh or two whenever, we're tired and make fun of one another.
For sure.
Nanny Tim, you're not late. Just means you got to watch us on rerun.
That's it. All right, you guys, go have a wonderful night. Go say hello to Creekside Maple. Stop over at Kettle Kitchen. Come say hi. Y'all will see you next week. Same place, same time. Bye.
Bye, guys.